I have passed my Microsoft Azure fundamentals and then the 365 fundamentals. I plan to move on to write the other associate exams. But yeah, this video is to show you how I passed how I passed the Azure fundamentals. I wrote it last year, December 2024, and I think this is a good time for me to make a review. I didn't want to make a review, but I feel like a lot of people are they want to write and they don't know how to go about it. They don't know which resources to learn or whatever. So I just want to take my time to review. So as you can see on the screen, I passed it. Yeah, so there we go. All right, so you have it now. This is what I did. So what I did was just I didn't take any paid online resource. Everything I did for the as far as the course studies was concerned was the free lesson provided by Microsoft here. This one, the three domains. You're going to be tested on the three domains, as you can see from the certification. We are measured on these ones. So you must pay attention. It is good because it's well structured and you know what you are learning and what you are covering. Unlike the online resources where everything is put together, you don't know whether you are learning the cloud concept or the architecture or whatever. So it gives you that sort of structured learning experience, and it is free. And then it may not only work for you if you are someone who doesn't like to read. If you don't like to read, then it's going to be difficult for you. But if you love reading, assuming you are working, you are on the train or you are in the bus, you're going to work, you can just read online. Just some 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you can just take it to read each day, and it's going to help you. Apart from that, you can use an AI tool to just convert these ones to audio, and you can start listening. So that's what I did. I didn't really watch any YouTube videos or whatever you have. That's what I did. Now, the next thing that you want to do is to practice the practice exam. Microsoft already provides some free practice exam. You can take a demo practice exam. But what I don't like about it is that it gives you randomized test each time you try it. So each time you try, you're going to have different set of questions, right? Which does not help because you want to be able to review what you failed and then be able to retake the same set of questions again so that you know that okay now you've understood. But it appears okay if you take one and you fail, even though you have options to see what you got wrong, but then you don't also have the option to retry it again in the same exam scenario. You know what I mean? So I found a site which is relatively new. It doesn't have much name on the internet like as compared to those big ones. But yeah, like going to the supermarket, sometimes some people go to the supermarket or go to the market, they want to go and buy the branded items like the Gucci and the Adidas, whatever. But there could be some that are not quite popular, but then they also work very well. And that's a typical example of what I mean. So I saw the site. They don't have very much exam available. I think it's relatively new. They are trying to build it. So it's a good time to get some of their courses for at a cheaper side. So I took their Azure AZ900 practice exams. Now they have this. It's free. It's at 800 plus questions, and they are all free. So they've organized them into their domains, like domain one, domain two, domain three, and domain one has 170 questions, domain two has 400, domain three has 230 questions. So you can basically take this one for free. You just need to sign up and start the exam. Just click on start exam, and then your effort is saved. They have different types of questions. They have the feelings. So you select the right option. Remote data centers to s- so like this, and then you can check for the feedback right away. So it gives you the feedback and those that are correct and those that are wrong. So you don't have to finish before you get to know the answer. And then they have the other question types, which is the multiple choice or single choice. It does select one or you can also have the true or false type of questions. In fact, you must pay attention to this kind of questions because they appear so much in the ACE 900. Maybe it is different for other people. For me, Microsoft will pick just one concept. For example, maybe SaaS, software as a service, and then ask you multiple true or false questions, or in fact it labels it as yes or no. In the actual exam you're going to see yes or no, but I think it's the same thing, and then asks you multiple true or false questions based on only SaaS or only on PaaS or on infrastructure as a service. So you must pay attention. So each of these will give you a mark. So that is it. And then you also have the drag and drop, which is similar to what you see in the final exam, but the options here that are below here in the final exam, they are vertical. They are placed in this side like this. So you drag and drop it in an area, on an area just like this. So it's basically the same thing. The only difference is the positioning of the options. So there's nothing wrong. I'm just dragging and dropping. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just showing you. So I don't think they're correct. And then yeah, that is, you can check for the feedback and you know the right answer. And then you also have the drag and drop in the same thing also appeared in the final exams. You have to arrange things based on how they are going to be they are going to appear. So yes, and then when you are done, you can finish attempt. I'll just finish the attempt. Sorry, I don't want to complete it. And then yeah, so these 400 questions, everything is here. You can submit and finish. All question will be marked as complete as once you submit. Yeah, okay, submit, and then yeah, you have the the review here based on what you answered, or you can decide to show all on one page so that you don't have to go through them step by step. All right, so then you go to just like this. You just have to go to just like this, which is very, very useful, and you learn and you get to know the feedback. That is it. So that is it. It is free, so you can use all the free options. This is domain 3, but I didn't have to go through, and they have this level up. Once you answer some questions, you get it, whatever. So they have the complete practice exams. This is what I went for, and I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. I did it because it helped me, because I didn't have to go through all these 800 questions. Because you see, the problem with the domain based is that if you spend, for example, 1 week learning the domain one, it is just domain one that you are learning. 400 questions, you can spend like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to only complete um, domain two, which is too much. So the complete exam, the complete exam combines questions from all domains and set them as a complete exam, right? So I bought it, and then yeah, this is how it looks like. You are going to get 24 length practice exams, each with 40 questions, and it is timed based, 45 minutes, just like the final exam. So this gives you that real practical exam feel. Right. So if you answer one practice exam, you're basically answering questions from all the domains, so that you don't have to spend time answering only on one domain. And so this is, I bought it. I think it's just about £7. It's just about £7 or $10 for this exam. So you can go for it, but it's optional. If you want to go for only the domain based, that's fine. But yeah, I think it saves you a lot of time and helps you to understand, solve all the 800 questions by completing. So what I mean is that if you're able to complete all the 20 practice exams, you are basically solving all the 800 questions in the domain based, because they've combined all the questions. They are the same questions though. They are not different questions. They are the same questions though. So if you're able to solve all the 20, then you are solving the 800 questions at once. I mean, after you are done. And so this is how it looks like. It's time 45 minutes, and whatever, it's marked out of 700 of 1000. That is exactly the final exam. You must have at least 700 out of 1000 marks in order to pass. So you can see I solved some of them, and this one had 941 out of 1000. And when I did a lot of stuff, this one too I had 903. This one too I had 867, and that's it. So and the good thing about it is that it shows you grades based on the domain. So, for example, describe cloud concept, I had 13 over 15, this one had 25, this one had 13. So, it shows you which domain you are doing well and which domain that you need to improve. And so as you can see, it gives you the feedback. Congratulations, your mark is higher than the 700 point, or 70% you got to pass it. If you have had 80% or more, consider scheduling the exam. Yeah, so it gives you that kind of exam feel. And they have this beautiful leaderboard for people who are taking it. As you can see, people who are already taking it, the exam. This is it. And one more thing, with the paid exam, they also offer a refund or money back guarantee. So basically, what they are saying is that you must complete at least 80% of the total individual exam you purchase, and then if you get 80%, let me just show you. So for example, the AZ900 has 20 questions, the 20 exam pack. So if you answer 16 out of these 20, and each of the questions that you answer, they all sum up to, you get more than 80% in all the exam, right? And then you write the final exams, and then you still fail, then they are saying that they're going to refund your money, because obviously they have access to your data, and they know what you are doing. So any exam that you test, you practice, you must have at least 800 out of 1000, out of 16 of 20. So there's no harm in trying. You can get your money back if you fail, if you are worried about not passing. That is it. So yeah, let me know what you think, and if you want to take it, I wish you good luck.